What's cooking, Hoops fans? Hope everyone's enjoying their day, and welcome back to Instant Replay, a channel dedicated to looking at basketball's top players and breaking down their games. Today we're going to be taking a peek into Kaleb Wesson from Ohio State. Wesson has helped the Buckeyes climb to number 1 in the first official NET rankings of the year and number 5 in the AP poll. He's a bull down low in the post and a nightmare for defenders on film. But what makes Wesson such a special and versatile talent? Let's turn to the tape. The single most impressive aspect of Wesson's game, in my opinion, is his vision and willingness to move the ball as a passer. When Wesson gets an entry pass in the post, he's surveying and reading the defense, deciphering what the best basketball play would be. Whether it's beating the double or ripping a pass back outside, Kaleb's developed a skill set that not many big men at the collegiate level have with the ball in the post: patience, recognition, and anticipation. Notice here how as soon as Wesson gathers the entry pass, his head turns to his right. He knows the baseline occupies the space to his left, thus eliminating the need to focus on that area. He thus can stay patient and read the situation based on the defense's reaction. Wesson recognizes number 4 Brandon Robinson slowly creep off his man to set a trap. Kaleb then utilizes a pump fake to freeze Robinson for a split second and then perfectly anticipates the trap. Robinson tries to jump him, but Wesson whips a pass right before that puts the entire defense on its heels. That read and execution by Kaleb opened up the Tar Heel defense, allowing the N1 possibility to arise. Wesson has exceptional touch and accuracy on his passes for a big man as well. His passing from the post usually results in cross-court rips that need to be put precisely on the money for a guard to make a play. See how Kaleb casually zips a pass right across the lane into Washington's shooter's pocket. Wesson's recognition and patience are showcased on this play as well. He pivots to give himself a better vantage point once he receives the ball, and notices Washington's man anchoring himself in the lane to help on Wesson. That's simply just too easy for a big man of Wesson's ability. Wesson's effectiveness as a passer isn't limited to the post. Thanks to his improvement from beyond the arc, Kaleb can stretch the floor and pressure the defense from the outside. This gives him opportunities to create for his teammates from any spot on the floor. See how aggressive the defense closes on Wesson in anticipation of the shot here? Wesson sees this, calmly waits for the defender to sail past him, and slips the ball to a wide open teammate in the corner. This talent gives OSU a weapon all over the court. An unselfish big man who has the ability to set up plays with his vision is a rarity in college hoops. Wesson really displays this high-level passing here as he takes his man off the dribble, faking the handoff with a teammate before delivering a picture-perfect bounce pass to lead him on the back cut. That's the stuff you expect to see from on-ball guards, not centers. Obviously, not all of Wesson's passes are this good. Occasionally, he'll misfire from the post or the perimeter, sailing passes, tossing them a little wide, or turning it over trying to fit it into a tight window. Now we get to the aspect of Kaleb's game that everybody knows and loves: his post finishing. Measuring in at 6'9", 270 pounds, Wesson has the raw strength to simply overpower opponents down low. He's fantastic at utilizing his strength and balance to get to his spots and create passing lanes for teammates. See how he simply lowers his shoulder to knock his defender back into the lane for an easy right-handed hook here? Better yet, Wesson understands that defenders will brace for his strength by leaning forward. Most of the players guarding him will lack the natural power to keep Wesson from gaining leverage without anticipating it. If Wesson feels defenders leaning, he'll use his quickness to use their momentum against them. Notice how Kaleb gets his man pushing onto him by taking one hard dribble. All in an instant, Kaleb spins off to his left, sending his defender sputtering forward, expecting the resistance of Kaleb's body to keep him upright. This clip shows the patience which makes Wesson a great passer, the strength of his post game, and the quick explosiveness of the finish. Notice how once he receives the entry pass, he pauses and allows the scene to develop in front of him. After not seeing anything he liked, he batters his way into a great position and busts out a slick up and under to beat the brief double and get the bucket. Toss in the fact that the scary part about Kaleb's postgame is that he can finish with both hands. One thing Coach Chris Holtman has done masterfully with Wesson is unlock his three-point shot. Wesson raised his three-point percentage over 10% from last season to this year, 34.7% to 44.8%. Previously, opposing defenders could sag off the big man and not pay the price. This has allowed him to fully utilize all of his skill set, including facilitating out on the perimeter. Simply by forcing defenders to close him out, Wesson spaces the floor and creates more opportunities for his teammates thanks to his passing ability. While Wesson is certainly valuable on the offensive end, he's a flat-out force defensively. There may be no better big man in college hoops at challenging opposing players at the rim. He does a great job of extending his body, going straight up and absorbing contact. Most players have a tendency to bring their arms down onto the opponent inadvertently, resulting in foul calls. But Wesson's technique and strength allow him to avoid that fatal flaw most of the time. Combine this with Wesson's quick feet and technique, and you have a player who can alter shots on the move as well. Opposing players will try to draw Wesson away from the basket and then use speed to get around him and finish at the rim. Notice how the opposing player tries to speed rush Wesson and slip past him with a spin move. Kaleb moves his feet, avoids initiating contact, and swivels his hips to get an easy block. The crazy part about Wesson is his game extends beyond rim protection and shot alteration. His eerie athleticism allows him to disrupt plays, generate steals, and put extended pressure on the opponents through hedging on ball screens. It's this skill set that's resulted in Wesson having a defensive rating of 77.3, which is currently second in the Big Ten Conference. Finally, Kaleb Wesson's motor is undying. In an article written for The Athletic, Seth Davis explains Wesson's body transformation by saying, quote, "It has taken plenty of time and a whole lot of sweat, but Kaleb has changed his body dramatically during his tenure in Columbus. The Westerville, Ohio native who has arrived 3 years ago as a doughy 290-pound freshman is now a lean 255-pound junior who says he can see the outline of his ribs." This work ethic is clearly translated to on-court production as Wesson constantly sparks Ohio State with hustle plays. Whether it's fighting for loose balls, crashing the offensive glass, or simply running the floor on fast break opportunities, Wesson's newfound conditioning allows him to help the Buckeyes in the best way possible. While Wesson certainly doesn't put up elite scoring numbers, only averaging 13.9 points per game, his wide-ranging skill set proves to be more valuable in my opinion than a big who averages 18 points per game. His playing style opens up more opportunities and chances for his teammates through his passing and floor spacing, and that's what makes him such a special player. Thanks a ton for watching, folks. If you liked what you saw, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Comment below for any other players you'd like to see a video on, and I'll add them to the list. I appreciate you tuning in, and have a great day.